Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. So today I thought I would film a get ready with me to go nowhere. I've seen these floating around YouTube and I thought it might be quite fun to do on myself because during lockdown I've actually been really enjoying experimenting with my makeup more, so I thought it would be fun to just show you guys how I create this nice pink smoky eye kind of look. I am no makeup artist, so I am aware that this is nothing amazing. I just thought it would be a fun video to film. So if you do want to see how I created this look, then let's get into the video. I'm just sitting here with my chai latte and my amazing mug. Love this mug, love it. So I'm doing this video on the floor because we're right next to like my makeup drawers. I might do a makeup collection video at some point, I'll see. So I'm thinking of doing like a kind of pink sparkly eye with a dark lip. That's my thoughts. We'll see how it goes, and I've literally never filmed myself doing makeup before, so this could be awful. So I always start with eyebrows if I'm doing quite a heavy look because I find that it's easier because you don't get any fallout going all over the rest of your makeup. So I do eyebrows, eyes, and my base. So first I just like to brush them up with a spoolie so that I know where I'm going to fill them in. I kind of alternate between doing really natural brows and just putting a gel through them and actually filling them in, but today I think I'm going to actually fill them in. Okay, I think I'm going to time lapse this process because it is long. It takes me forever to do my brows. So to make it painless for all of us, I'm just going to throw in a time lapse here of how I do them. Okay, so this is my brows finished. This one's definitely coming up way darker on camera than it actually is in real life, but they are very much sisters and not twins, and that's fine. Anyway, now what I'm going to move on to is my eyeshadow. So first I'm going to put on my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion on my eyes. I got this as a mini when I ordered some stuff from Urban Decay, and I do quite like it. I think, oops, what it's good for is to stop creasing. I don't notice a difference in like keeping my eyeshadow on, but I think that's because I never really had an issue with eyeshadow like coming off my eyes in terms of longevity, but in terms of creasing, it does a good job at preventing creasing. So now that's on, what I actually do is just take my powder. This is one of the Rimmel Stay Matte powders, but it is like, it's on its way out, but I'm using it until it's like gone. And I just put some powder like all over the lid just to kind of set the primer potion down because it can be a bit oily and I don't want my eyeshadow to just slide everywhere. So the eyeshadow look is actually quite simple. I think it looks quite nice and like you've put in a bit more effort than it actually takes. I don't actually use that many shadows, but what I'm going to do first is I've got my Naked 3 palette here. This is such an old palette, but I still really like it. And I'm going to take this shade here, which is Limit, I think. Yeah, Limit. And I'm just going to put it all over my lid.
That's good.
So as you can see, it doesn't make like a huge difference, but it just gives a slight pink tinge to the lid to give a base for the other shadows that I'm going to use. So still keeping with the Naked 3, I'm now taking Nooner, which is like a slightly darker, pinkier shade, and I'm just going to work that into the crease in circular motions. I've been putting makeup on probably more in lockdown than I ever would, which I didn't expect that to happen. I just feel like because I've not really had the pressure of going out, like, I don't know, when I do makeup to go out on a night out, it really stresses me out because I'm like, so many people are gonna see. But when I'm doing makeup like this, just at home, it's more kind of relaxed. You can just kind of chill. Now, I do find that with the Naked 3 shadows, they need quite a lot of work. I do take quite a while blending them in, otherwise they can look a bit stupid. Okay, so I've worked that shade in a bit, and now what I'm going to do is take this kind of almost purpley shade. This is from the More Plum Pleasures palette, and I'm just going to put that in the very outer crease just to kind of darken it up a little bit more. So I am mainly keeping it to the outer corner, but I'm also just kind of bringing the brush all through the crease just to kind of blend it in. I know that this looks crazy right now, but once I have all my makeup on, it won't. I hope. Okay, so now I have done that part of the eyeshadow, I'm gonna add the pink to it. So for the pink, I'm gonna take one of these Maybelline color tattoos. This is in the shade Pink Gold. I love these. I've been using them for years, and this is pretty old, so it's kind of drying up a bit. I've got a lot of use out of it, and it gives like a really nice sparkly pink effect. And I'm just gonna put it kind of on the inner corner, slightly into the middle. Mine is really dried up, so this could take a while. So this is what it ends up looking like. I think it looks really pretty, and those Maybelline color tattoo things are really cheap, and I think it looks really nice. So what I'm going to do now is conceal under my eye, and then I'm going to put a little bit of eyeshadow on the bottom lash line. I just use the Collection concealer. It's like an oldie but a goodie, and it's so cheap. Okay, so I've concealed and set my under eye. So I'm going to put on from the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, Love Letter, which is a really bright pink. I love this palette, but I actually have a fear of velvet, so I don't use it that much because I hate touching it. I hate the feel of this palette, and it gets messy really easily, but the actual shadows are so pigmented. They're really good. So you first end up with that, and then I'm just going to blend it out a little bit with the same brush. So this is what you end up with. It's kind of quite subtle, but it adds something extra to the look, and I think it's quite pretty. Okay, so on to eyelashes. I'm just gonna curl my eyelashes and put mascara on. I would ideally put false lashes on with this look, but unfortunately, as with my whole life, all my false lashes and glue are in my flat in Edinburgh that I am yet to move out of, so I'm gonna just have to make do with mascara. I just find that mascara just doesn't make my lashes look great. I see a lot of people, I don't know if it's because I'm using the wrong mascara, but I see a lot of people just use mascara and like they can rock it, it looks great, but I just feel like my lashes look non-existent. I'm at the minute using my mini Urban Decay Perversion mascara. I got this again free because I ordered a few things from them. It's not amazing, but like, it's fine. It does the job, I think. Some mascara on. I just feel like it does nothing. That's a few coats as well, but maybe I'm just using rubbish mascaras, who knows. So moving on to my base, I'm going to use this Ordinary primer. I really like this. It was so cheap, really good, featured it in a haul and a favourites video, and I've just been really enjoying it. It makes my skin feel really smooth and ready for makeup. Just what I would say is if you already have makeup on, so like I've got under the eye concealer, don't take it too near that because it totally just smudges anything you already have on. I probably should put it on before I do the concealer really, but yeah, I do really like this stuff. Okay, so for my foundation, what I've been using and loving at the minute is the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation. I really like this. It definitely stays on a really long time. I mean, I've been super impressed with it. I also guessed my shade and I think I've got a pretty good match. Plus, I find that it really doesn't take very long to blend it into your skin, which is super good. I definitely want to try out more foundations at the minute, so any recommendations, please leave me some below. I want to try the NARS Sheer Glow because I've heard lots of good things about it. I think I'm just going to time-lapse me buffing this in. So I'm just going to set this now with my Maybelline Stay Matte Powder. I am aware that this looks quite crazy right now, but it does oxidize a lot. So I'm looking quite pasty, but in about half an hour, the colour oxidizes and then it looks fine. So now I'm just going to bronze with my Body Shop Honey Bronzer. I really love this stuff. I'm so glad I finally got a new one because my old one was in pieces and I was just using it like that. So as well as contouring with this, I just like to take some on my forehead because I have a massive forehead, and any illusion to make it look smaller I will take. Also will take some just down my nose. Not crazy, I don't contour like crazy on my nose because I just don't love how it looks. I'm not really that self-conscious about my nose anyway, but I do a little bit. So next I'm going to take my CYO blush. This is in the shade Crush on Blush, and I just use a little bit of this. I'm not a huge blush fan, but I do think it's important to kind of tie a look together and to bring some colour back into my face. I just put this on my cheeks and bring it up. Okay, so next I'm going to highlight. This is my most favourite highlighter ever. It's the Balm Mary Luminizer. Again, a really old YouTube favourite, but I still really like this. Mine is actually in pieces and I'm still using it. I take that up onto my cheekbones. Look at that glow. I love it. And then down the bridge of my nose. And then as well, the inner corner of my eye, and then on my brow bone. Now onto lips. I'm actually going to line my lip with, I think this is like a New Look, yeah, a New Look lip pencil in the shade 75. Really random, but it's like one of the only pink lip liners that I brought home. This looks so funny. I don't actually go that crazy with overlining them because, to be honest, I'm just not really self-conscious about my lips. And now what I'm going to do is put on this MAC lipstick in Whirl. I really like Whirl. Again, this is an old favourite, but I really like it. I used to have Whirl lip liner, which worked quite nicely because obviously the one that I did use is a lot lighter than this, but it's all I have right now, so I'm working with it. And lastly, I'm going to set the look with, of course, my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I love this setting spray. It really does a good job at setting your makeup. Just get that in there. So this is the finished look. I think it's really nice. I definitely think it would be better with lashes, and I probably could do to buy a contour that is a bit darker for me for the summer months because I think the contour is a little bit light. But anyway, it's going to oxidize, so it'll all kind of blend in. Like I said at the beginning of this, I am no makeup artist. I am aware that this is not the best makeup that someone could do, but I tried my best and I thought it would be a fun video to film because I've seen a lot of these like get ready with me to go nowhere videos out there, and I have been enjoying doing my makeup a bit more and experimenting recently. So if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.